Hey everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 26th of February. So today, Venus makes a semi-square to Neptune, the Moon enters Virgo, and the Sun also makes a quintile to Uranus as well. So the Moon entering Virgo brings a practical energy to the day. We can pay more attention to detail. It wants us to be more organised, and we can use this energy to problem solve. Negatively, there can be a tendency towards overthinking or nitpicking. We can be more emotionally detached, and we can become more emotionally detached, and people can just criticise each other, and this can cause issues in the relationship. So the best use of this energy is to, yes, speak your mind, but respect other people's boundaries. Try and speak your mind in a peaceful way. Use this time to organise your thoughts and to sort of like get on with projects that require your attention to detail and make practical decisions. Venus also makes a semi-square to Neptune, so positively it can make us more creative and make us more passionate and open to expressing ourselves authentically. Some people may find more inspiration during this time, but negatively it can make us confused and idealistic in our thinking, so we can ignore red flags, be open to deception and lying and cheating, and also escaping into our intoxicating sort of like self-destructive addictions like excessive alcohol, drug taking or porn watching and stuff, just being out of balance and distracting ourselves from our emotional pain. So the best use of this energy is to be open to healing ourselves, just being cautious, because we can also become attracted at this time to someone who seems perfect on the surface, but we realise that they don't align with our values and goals. So, you know, Venus's semi-square to Neptune can bring disappointment and heartbreak, and it can just make us fantasize and just want to be tricked and lied to as well, because we're trying to run from ourselves. So the best use of this energy is to dig deep into any subconscious reasons why you hide from yourself, and normally it's because of, you know, fear of actually having to deal with our problems and stuff. Also, this energy wants us to question whether our current partners or the partners that we're currently looking for are based on genuine connection, or are we simply chasing illusions of love? You know, are we constantly just going around having hookups or looking for the same thing? Maybe a lot of us may have nets that we miss, and then we try to look for them in new lovers and stuff like that as well. So just re-question what you think about romance. Re-question if you are if you do overindulge in intoxicating substances, why you may do that, and just asking yourself how you can just be more vulnerable and sensitive with yourself, and how you can overcome the need to manipulate others or be manipulated by others. It wants us to sort of like maintain a healthy boundary and trust our intuition, but it can be hard for us to do so because it can be clouded, and especially if we indulge in intoxicating substances. But ultimately this energy just supports us with being more creative and just being more open and honest about ourselves, about inner traumas and stuff. The Sun's quintile to Uranus encourages us to embrace change, giving us the energy to get out of our comfort zones, to heal ourselves, to be open to new ideas and perspectives, and to take a sort of unconventional, out of the box approach to living life right now, increasing our creativity as well, and basically giving us the ability to create positive change within ourselves, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. So supporting the questioning that I've asked you to do when Venus is semi-square to Neptune. It wants us to really just get to the bottom of our love language. If everything's fine in our love life and everything's perfect, then that's fine, but ultimately these energies want us to question the things that we're currently doing, and question whether they're based on genuine interest and connection, or are we simply just chasing illusions right now. So content creators can talk about why we accept toxic relationships into our life, why we get addicted to drugs and alcohol, how we can build more self-worth and deal with trauma around rejection, heartbreak, and abandonment, self-hate, loathing, how we can really get to the core of ourselves, how we can build more self-esteem, talking about what a healing journey is, the time it takes, which is it's a lifelong journey, and how can we become committed to healing ourselves, especially when we're not going to get results as quickly as we may have imagined, how being more creative and being more open to the mystical and spiritual sides of life can help us heal ourselves and build more empathy and forgiveness and self-love. And also just talking about the importance of setting healthy boundaries, what boundaries are, what toxic boundaries are, and how we can just become more innovative and unique and embrace our individuality and just be open to stepping out of our comfort zones and embracing who we really are, especially when we've been told so many times that who we really are is not acceptable. So yeah, that's the daily scopes for the 26th of February.